This is the conversation with the person who signs your evaluation, the principal, the supervisor, the department head, the district lead, you name it, somebody above me in the organizational chart. And these conversations carry a different kind of electricity. There's a power dynamic here at play. And when we feel like we need to address a conflict with a supervisor, or maybe ask for a resource that's being denied, we often feel like we're bothering them. Or worse, we feel like we're being insubordinate. In schools, there's a concept called role strain. It's the stress that occurs when the demands of your role, like being a compliant employee, clash with your professional values, like advocating for what your students need. When you prepare for an upward conversation, you have to move away from the employee mindset and into the professional partner mindset. Principals and supervisors are often navigating a sea of pressures that we just can't see. They're answering to the board, they're answering to parents, the state, the budget. All of these things just pile on to your supervisors. And if I just go right to them and say, I'm overwhelmed and this new schedule is terrible, all I'm doing is adding to their cognitive load. I'm giving them a problem without a handle. The preparation for this conversation is really strategic alignment. Before you walk in, ask, how does what I need align with what my supervisor is trying to achieve? If you need a smaller class size or a different schedule, don't just frame it as, I'm tired. Frame it in the terms of the school's goals. I know our school-wide goal this year is improving literacy in the fourth grade, and right now, the way my afternoon block is structured, it's making it very difficult to get that small group intervention time. I've looked at the master schedule. Can we brainstorm some ways to tweak that transition time so we can hit those literacy targets? Now you're not being a complainer, you're being a strategic partner. You're helping them solve their problem by solving your problem. Now, what if the difficult conversation is about the supervisor themselves? Maybe they gave you feedback that you felt was unfair. Maybe their communication style is frankly making your job harder. This requires what researchers call psychological safety. If you don't feel safe, you're not going to speak up. But often we have to build that safety ourselves. One way to do this is to state your intent at the very beginning of the meeting. I'm coming to you because I value our working relationship, and I want to make sure that I'm performing at the level you expect. I I felt a little bit confused by the feedback I got on Tuesday, and I was hoping we could walk through it together so that I can make sure that I'm on the right track. By starting with your intent, the part of to perform well and value the relationship, you're lowering their defenses. You make it safe for them to hear you. I mean, we've all had that principal or supervisor, the one that seems unapproachable or the one who's always too busy. It's easy to let that become a wall. But remember, they are human beings who are likely feeling just as much role strain as you are. Approaching them with a blend of professional clarity and human empathy is the most effective way to bridge that gap.